Hello everybody, welcome back. This is JudiciousFire. I'm on iOS. I'm going to be taking a look today at the Ember Army game mode and its setup, the heroes I'm using, the decisions I'm making in terms of talents and insignias, and seeing how far we can get through. Now, Ember Army is part of this world boss battle. If you go down to the lower left-hand corner to the battle button, it is the shining sword. Click on it. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. You see 8 different icons. The third to the last is this horrific-looking demon face with an arrow stuck in his head. You click on that, and you see you have 3 different game modes that are available to us for approximately, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days. It used to take forever to get through this game mode. I believe that they have made some adjustments, making the requirements, donation times a little bit lighter to speed up the whole process. And what you have under Castle Crisis, you have 4 different modes, 3 that are available. The last one is locked to us until the outer 3 are completed. On the left, and I did not do this on camera, you have the Imster. And the Emster asks you a series of trivia questions. I'm not slighting this game mode in any way. I'm just simply saying that as far as Emster is concerned, it's a luck-based event. Certainly, you have to know the answer to a couple of the trivia questions, but if you get that rolling dice times 100 score at the end of your question and answering period, well, then you've done great. If you've got the score bonus at the very beginning of your attempt, well, then you're ruined. You've already lost. So it's all just about luck and how the questions and events come up to you. I also kind of feel the same way about the lower right-hand corner, about the avarice cipher. I guess it's based on avarice or greed. He is going to be just simply a donation boss. This was, he gave him mana, gold, shards, and honor badges. I believe it's 2 million gold, 2 million mana, 400 shards, and I think 20,000 honor badges, perhaps. In order to have a chance at getting the bonus points that are given to you, make sure you have 2 million gold and mana, 400 shards, and 20,000 honor badges ready to go. You get higher points if you donate all of these items in one lump sum. So rather than, let's take gold for example, rather than giving this demon 500,000 gold 4 times, you get more points if you just give him 2 million gold once. So try to have these stocked up. I remember, this was a while back, I remember when this was first introduced, I was so upset with this particular mini boss in this Castle Crisis mode. I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I gotta go out and I gotta raid 2 million gold and mana. I mean, 400 shards was nothing to sneeze at back then, as well as 20,000 honor badges. I mean, I can always use honor badges back then. Now it's, you know, it's just the economy of Castle Class has changed dramatically. So I consider 2 out of 3 of these to be pretty much just luck based. Your scoring in this one, after you make the donations, you get a set score. Let's say, I don't know. Let's just say 5,000 points for giving all of these shards, for giving 400 shards. But randomly, people are chosen to get 500 bonus points, 1,000 bonus points, 2,000 bonus points. I don't see any rhyme or reason to it. Again, I just think it's luck-based. There is one game mode, the Ember Army, and it is skill-based. It is hero-based. It is knowledge of the game-based. It is something that I prefer far more to the other game modes that are available. This Ember Army typically is the one that is finished first. I wish they would balance this. Suggestion for Castle Clash. Let's take a look at stage 1. It's at 11.85%. Let's look down here, 14.57%. And then we look up here, 43%. Okay, now why is this one finishing at approximately 4 times the speed of the other ones? And I think that there's multiple reasons for that. Maybe they use a different metric in terms of what they consider to be complete, but also I think the fact that this is a fun game mode, and it's something that is skill based and challenge based, and makes you think. And I think that people, when they log in, players log in, they immediately go to Ember Army rather than the other stuff that seems to take so many days to get through. So when it comes to Ember Army, if you're not getting the opportunity to do this game mode, then what you're going to want to do is this. You're going to want to really try to be cognizant of it. By going down here to the battle button, and again, third from the right, looking at that demon's face, there's typically, it starts at about a week, 8-day countdown. I've been looking at it over the last couple of days. I made mental note of it last night. I thought, okay, today when I get up, this Castle Crisis is going to be available. So first, be available that the game mode is even there. Be aware of its availability. And when you click on it, remember that the Ember Army is the one that finishes up very, very quickly. It can be done within 6 hours of system reset time. It can be done within 12 hours of system reset time. So it's very important to hop on and get your opportunities as quickly as you can. Up here in the left-hand corner, you will see a ranking system. Our good friend Mr. Krabs has attained rank number 1, and this is a really fantastic score. Okay, I always pay attention to these scores. He scored Mr. Krabs. I don't know. It could be not necessarily a Mister. This individual, Krabs, scored 705 million damage. Now, I've seen many a score that will range between 625 and 675. That's often where I've been landing, somewhere in that pocket, that sweet spot of 6 to 675. And as you go back, you see that page after page is in that zone, and it seems to be kind of a median score for some top players. But to get over the 700 million mark is quite an accomplishment. So amazing job, Mr. Krabs. Let's take a look at how this game mode functions. We go into this into Ember Army. Top left-hand corner, you will see a question mark. I click on the question mark. It's going to give me details about the event and event rewards. Here's the event rewards. The best you can come out of this with are some merits. Rank 1 gets nearly twice as many merits as rank 2. Once you get down to rank 1000, you're basically getting nothing, okay? And everybody over rank 250,000 is getting us just a trickle of merits. It's, again, a game mode that they have to update with relevant, modern-day rewards. 5,000 merits or 1,000 merits, that's not going to do anything in terms of our heroes today. They need to be giving out rewards that are relevant to today's heroes, that are able to actually be used in today's game. They need a complete overhaul. You think, what's 4,000 merits? Well, that's the purchase of one quest refresh card in the warehouse. One quest refresh card is not going to make any kind of an impact on my account whatsoever. So what they need to do is update that with today's rewards. We go to event details. It's telling me the rules. Okay, there's a couple of rules. Typically with IGG Castle Clash, any kinds of descriptors that they have in here, they give you very little information. More so, they just give you the tasks you're supposed to complete. So they're not going to tell me much about who I'm facing. They're just going to tell me, go do this. They say, go do the following. Build a base. Have some heroes defend it. Waves of monsters are coming in. And this is very much like Here Be Monsters. In between each round or wave of monsters, there's a delay of up to 15 seconds. So the first wave of monsters come in, okay. And let's say you take 5 seconds to beat them. That leaves you up to 10 seconds before the next wave of monsters are going to spawn. 3, deal as much damage as you can. Well, okay, fine. And then 4, the top 4,000 scores will be displayed. They are updated routinely throughout the day. All right, very good. So it's a Here Be Monsters. You do as much damage as you possibly can. Now, the difference between this game mode, Ember Army, and Here Be Monsters, I'm going to say that there were 2 huge differences. Number 1, the enemies in Here Be Monsters, not necessarily each Here Be Monsters stage, but throughout the Here Be Monsters series, starting at A, many of those enemies do not have a damage cap. So if you're able to hit somebody for 100,000 damage, they're actually going to get hit with that. And so you don't necessarily have to run a speed team. You can run a great damage team in most of the Here Be Monster series. There's no damage cap on a lot of those Here Be Monster trials. But with Ember Army, you're going to find a damage cap. The demons, the little bosses that you fight, they typically have a damage cap of 30,000, 60,000, 90,000. That means that no more than 90,000 damage is going to register against the bosses that come at you, the demons that come at you. So if you're doing 100,000 damage, you're only getting credit for 90. And so you have to rethink your strategy here. Rather than just doing damage, you might want to look towards survivability. Trying to stay alive throughout all of these waves of monsters that come after you. Rather than trying to do a heck of a lot of damage in one wave, try to do a little bit of damage in a whole bunch of waves. Okay, it's the cumulative damage that racks up. That 700 million that Mr. Krabs got. That's cumulative damage. At no point in Ember Army was 700 million gotten in one stage. Not at all. It was the sum total of all the stages that Mr. Krabs played that led up to 700 million cumulative damage. So you might want to go with survivability. You might want to go with speed. That's a little bit different than some of the Here Be Monsters. So there's one difference. Second difference is, and I'm going to click Form Team. Second difference is this: I don't have a base. Okay, all I have are my towers, walls, as well as my hero totems. So the only buildings other than the bases that my heroes are on are the ones that you see in front of you. Now, you can take the time, and please disagree with me, you can take the time to build a different base in this scenario, but walls to me at this point in Castle Clash really mean nothing. Okay, you've got giant demons flying in by stage 3. They're flying over the walls, and simply the wake or the smoke trail behind them shatters every wall you have. Walls mean nothing. I think they're more of a stylistic expression than anything else. Okay, it's a way to paint your base, but it's not a way to protect your base in today's game. There are pets alone that'll blow up all your max level walls. I do find that keeping your towers somewhere around your heroes in order to shield them, protect them, give them a little bit of extra, create kind of a wall around them, I found that to be helpful. Obviously, keeping your totems filled with a hero. I went with, in Totem 1, I went with Michael to get a big attack bonus for all 6 members of my team. Michael was one of the, I think, only 4 heroes in the game that when placed in a totem is going to boost, buff, increase, bonus my entire team. Not just the hero that's standing next to the totem, not just the hero nearest to the totem, not the hero with the lowest HP, not the hero who's got reflect this or the, no, the whole team gets a big attack boost. And at the bottom is the second of the 4 heroes that give a huge boost, and that's Pumpkin Duke. He's going to boost your entire team. All 6 heroes on the board are going to get this massive attack and speed and movement increase. It's amazing. So think about, and I've said it in many videos prior, I'll keep saying it, think about Mike and PD inside of these totems. Your entire team benefits. On base, you get two challenges. You get two tries. I'm going to try one method, and then I'm going to try a completely different method. Okay? This first method is probably going to be energy overkill, but I just want to see how it works as a baseline. How am I doing with this method, and then what changes can I make, or do I want to abandon it completely? I'm going to choose the following six heroes. But I'm going to look first before I get too deep in it. I'm going to look at their insignias. Right next to their name, the name of the hero, I'm going to scroll quickly through the heroes. You can see that the insignias aren't changing. That's because I have the same insignia on everybody. I've placed an Empower on everyone, even if they're a hero like Gunslinger. And that's kind of ridiculous. A Gunslinger has a massive energy production. But with a level 8 or a level 9 Empower, she does go off or activate, I think, 1 second earlier. And again, I'm just trying to call it an Empower baseline. We're doing a test here to see how Empower does across the board. And I don't want to muddy that test by switching up too many different insignias. So I am running Empower on everybody. Now, again, just looking at the insignia, with Empower on Anubis, it's going to make him auto-proc or activate his skill without even being attacked. He's going to be nuking the enemy for damage, as well as an attack decrease. Every couple of seconds, he's going to be going off. Dove is also an Empower hero. I would never do this in terms of base defense. People will stack on your Doves, or they'll keep banging walls practically. But in this game mode, I just want to see how Empower Dove does. Okay, I'm not playing against an enemy that has a mind or a decision-making process. I'm simply playing against RNG computer simulation here. Okay, nowhere in this game mode, Ember Army, are one of these bad guy's gonna stop and say, "Hey, there's an Empower on that Dove Keeper. Let me go stack on her Doves." Okay, no, this isn't Guild Wars. So we'll just see how Empower is doing on her. It's gonna have her keep pumping out one Love Dove after the next. Gunslinger, she's just gonna keep pumping out one Warflyer after the next. Levanica is not an auto proc hero. He's going to reach max energy bar, and then it's just going to stay there until he actually attacks somebody. That's fine with me. I'm looking for Levanica to get all his energy back in between rounds. So when the next wave comes, he's got a near max or maximum energy bar, and he's ready to activate his skill as soon as they come at him. It functions very much in the way that Valentina functioned a couple of years ago in Here Be Monsters. She would fill up your whole team's energy bar, and that means when the next wave comes in, they're dealing with a team of your heroes that are ready to activate their skills right away. That's what Empower is trying to do on Levanica. I'm doing the same thing with Golem. I just want to keep his energy bar full. I want Golem's heal, and I want his tremendous damage reduction applied to my team at the beginning of as many rounds of battle as possible. And lastly, I got Rosa in there. And Rosa's kind of a one-woman army. She heals herself. She's got tremendous survivability. She is also an auto-proc hero. She will activate her skill without being attacked in combat. If you just sit her on your base and you put an Empower on her, and you view your base externally, or you see one on a base, that's probably easier. then you simply you'll see Rosa's skill activating again and again and again. Now the problem with Empower Rosa as a base defender is this: unlike Anubis, she's not attacking the heroes or troops that are coming at you. She has a ring of fire, like a ring of death around her. That'll be going off. But unless the hero is right up next to her, then the skill activation isn't going to do anything to them. She's very much like Mahatma in that way. Mahatma is an Empower hero. She will activate her skill. She is an auto-proc hero. She'll activate her skill time and time again without being attacked using Empower, but it doesn't matter because unless the bad guy's right up in her face, she's not going to do any damage to him anyway. So we're going to run a whole Empower team. Now we're running Anubis, Sacred Light, keep him alive. I have Bublo on him. Bublo's going to be constantly healing my team and increasing their movement speed. Dovekeeper, I have Unholy Pact. She's going to be doing a heck of a lot of damage. She's also got Fennec, and Fennec's all maxed out. And Fennec is going to give 4 of us a Psi Shield, like a protection against something bad happening to us, and also heal 4 of my teammates. I got Gunslinger, Sacred Light, just keep her alive. I've got Phoenix. I'm not thrilled with using Phoenix in this. I would really rather use, maybe I'm going to change it. I might change it to Yulefant. Let me think about that. I want really all defensive pets, but Phoenix is a little bit of a hybrid. He slows down the enemy, and that is a defensive bonus. Also does damage, although I'm not too thrilled with that option. I might change that to Yulefant. So we've got Gunslinger. She's going to be sending out War Flyers. It's like 4 heroes in one. Levanica, Sacred Light, keep him alive. I've got Chickaboom in there because we are going to be dealing with some nasty business. And I would rather get an extra missile on my side than be without it. And Ghoulam. Ghoulam's going to be running Mini Angie, again putting out heals. He's got Sacred Light. Just give him as much health and damage protection as I possibly can. Rosa, she's got Rudolph. She's going to be healing. She's going to be dealing with debuffs. She's just going to try to stay alive. So let's see here. Maybe we want to put Yulefant. Maybe we want to do that. Yeah, let's see. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Let's go to Hero. I'm going to make 2 quick adjustments. Then I'm going to get in here because this thing ends pretty quickly. All right, where are we? Let's take this, and we're going to put Yulefant in there. 60% chance to give a little bit of a shield. Keeps us dodging, keeps us away from the bad guys. Keeps us from getting stunned up. And where was Levanica? There he is. Okay, instead of Chickaboom, let's put Phoenix on Levanica. Let me think about that. Yeah, I'm perfectly happy with that. That's fine. We'll try that. Okay, let's check my 6 heroes and make sure that they're right. I can do that through the game mode itself. Go back down, battle. This horrific looking blue demon with an arrow in his head. See, Mr. Krabs is still sitting at top. Mr. Krabs ate his or her Krabby Patties this morning and got a really high score. That's beautiful. Okay, let's see what we do. Let's cycle through and make sure that we have our guys set up correctly. Yes, 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 and yes. All right, very nice. Now I have this certain setup, hero location, hero placement. On the left top, I have Anubis. Okay, I got him on the exterior here because I know he can take some damage. As the enemies come in, he's not going to get immediately wiped out. At the very top, the very tippy top, up near the top totem, I've got my hero with a damage cap, and that is Dovekeeper. With a damage cap, she's going to have the highest survivability, probably out of all the heroes. I got her right here at the point position, if you will. Over to her right, I've got Ghoulam. In order to provide the heals, he'll heal my whole team up from where he is. Bottom right-hand corner, I've got my hero with a damage cap, and that's going to be Levanica. He's going to be kind of the point person down there as well. I've got, to his left, bottom left of the screen, I've got Rosaline. Rosa can heal, so I'm not too worried about her being at the edge. The person I really want to keep alive in this whole situation is my Gunslinger. My Gunslinger is great in survivability terms, but not somebody you want on the front line getting directly hit. I would think that, in my opinion, the weak links here are Golem and Gunslinger. The other folks can take a lot of damage and not get knocked out. But I think Gunslinger and Ghoul, if you hit them right, they can get killed pretty quickly. So I'm keeping Gunslinger on the inside, kind of protector, so it's just you can keep sending out those war flyers. And Golem, I have him kind of tucked between my two heroes with a damage cap. Hopefully they're going to directly engage the enemy waves, and Ghoul will be more of a support guy. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I believe we're all set up. Let's make sure I have my totems right. Yeah, I got my Mike totem. And I got my PD totem. Be mindful of where you put your totems, okay? You click on any base, any hero base, and you're going to see the following. I'm going to click on the very top base where Dovekeeper is. Now, you see this white ring, this white circle? I keep clicking. You see this white ring, this white circle? That's the radius that the base allows. A Dovekeeper can move herself, can activate, can fire, can launch, can blast, can attack within that radius. So when I'm going to move up to where these, I'm moving a piece of wall around. This is about where her radius stops. So when a bad guy comes to her right about here, Dovekeeper's going to start walking forward in order to engage the enemy, okay? It's like somebody came into her house, and she goes right to him and says, "Who are you? I'm going to bust you over the head with this frying pan." This is her radius right here. Now, if I take this totem, and I put the totem right next to her, the only way that the totem's got a radius as well, this little red circle, you see how tiny it is. If I put this totem right next to her, the only way the totem's going to activate is if a bad guy is right next to Dovekeeper, right where these arrow towers are. I don't want that. I don't want the bad guy to have to be in the center of my base for my totems to activate. I want my totems out a little bit farther. I want them out about here to the edge of her radius. You see that the red ring is right about where this piece of wall is. And you see that her white ring of her base is right about where this piece of wall is. So when the bad guy starts coming in, boom, at this point, it's going to activate the totem, and she's going to be already moving toward him, ready to hit him. So don't put your totem so close to your heroes that the bad guy has to be right up on your hero, on top of him, in order for the totem to activate. Also, don't put him so far away that the... I've got Michael and PD in here. They give like 6, 7, 8 seconds of boost to your team. Don't put your totem so far away in the corner that it's going to take the bad guys 6, 7, or 8 seconds to get to your heroes. Otherwise, the effect is going to wear off by then. So, right there at the edge of the attack radius is where I find is a good thing for this kind of a defensive setup. Okay, so we've got everybody in place. And let's run it. Let's see how we do. Let me take a sip. Excuse me. Enjoying a wonderful morning. I'm recording outside. We got a nice fox out here. A nice groundhog. We got a dog. We got a cat. We got a whole bunch of squirrels. We got some birds. So sitting out here, most of the time I do my recording outside, out here in the little woods. Okay, here we go. Challenge. You ever hear anything weird in the back of these videos? Strange sounds or something, Keep in mind, it's the wildlife. All right, hit challenge. Let's do it. I'm going to back out so I can see. Okay, wave 1 is coming in. Wave 1 got vaporized immediately, and this is nothing to celebrate. Every round, the waves are going to get harder and harder and harder. All right, so wave 1, the nice to meet you round, was pretty easy. Now we're going to get into the next wave in 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds from now. You see what I was talking about, Rosaline's auto proc. She's spinning that circle of death, but there aren't any bad guys around her, and that's not going to do anything. But it will keep her energy bar up, or at least help with that when we go to engage the enemy, when they actually get strong enough that they come at us. Okay, wave 4. You see what we're doing? We're putting out enough empower attacks through Anubis, Gunslinger, Dovekeeper. Yes, those three. Enough attacks that we're taking out the bad guys pretty quickly. Now, did you see Michael got the Michael totem got activated? And you see all my team have a little Michael icon on top of them. And just as the Michael totem activated, my Dovekeeper started jumping into combat. We're taking on the first demon, sort of like the first boss. Every 5 waves, you'll be dealing with one of those big demons, one of those big bosses. Typically, they do have a damage cap, and you can only do 30,000, 60,000, 90,000 damage on them. Let's take a look at wave 7. And you can see the damage that I do on the bad guys. Waves 1, 2, 3, 4. The waves in between the demon waves. You can see that there's no damage cap. I just hit him for 222,000. It's great. It's just like a Here Be Monsters, but those wave 5, 10, 15, and 20, 25 demons do have a cap, and they are hard. Once you get to wave 20, it starts to be a real slugfest. Here's another demon we're dealing with. Okay, a 60,000 damage cap now. Now, the interesting thing is, when we're hitting this demon, and it takes so long to take him down, when we're hitting this demon, more waves are coming. And some of the hits that we're doing on the demon also hit the incoming waves. So it's neat that you can sort of bang on the demon like he's a wall, and part of that damage to the wall is thrown out against the enemy waves that are coming in. All right, very nice, very nice. We'll take out this wave pretty quickly. I think we have all our guys remaining. Coming up on wave 14. Got a big Multanica down there. See, it's real nice that my doves and my war flyers are the ones out there taking the damage. They're the ones out there fighting. Here comes another big demon level 15. Let's take out that Arctica back there first. All right, good. Now we're just going to focus all fire on our demon friend here. Already we got another wave coming in. Big Dread Drake doing some terrible base damage. Some of my attacks from Levanica that are aimed towards the demon came down on that wave and took him out. It's doing the same thing right now. It's going to take out everybody. We almost cut ourselves through this demon. Wave 18's coming. Some of our auxiliary fire is going to be aimed towards this wave. Take them out. Good. Took out the demon. Took out the wave. Believe everybody's still alive. And we want to try to clear this board before the next wave comes in, because we know it's going to be another demon wave. Wave 20. Now the only problem is because I've got that empower on Dove, and because I'm using Dove, that demon's getting held back a little bit, getting held back by those doves, and can't directly engage my heroes. And that means that it's going to take longer to take out that demon. So maybe I don't want to use Dove. Maybe I don't want to use an Empower Dove. I mean, it's. I just want to see how a whole Empower team does. Now, Rosaline is going to go down in there and take care of that demon. She's going to be brutal against this guy. See how much harder it's getting. We're at wave 22. Wave after wave is coming, and it's taking us longer and longer to defeat each wave. So sort of like if you've ever waited tables, sort of like one customer just keeps coming in after the next, and you're in the weeds. You know, you're falling behind. Wave 24. There are only 25 waves. It'll stop at 25. Here's wave 25. See, these demons have a 60,000 damage cap. And it's going to stop me. 637. All right. I said I usually fall around that 625 to 675 range. 637. Now, that's respectable, but by no means commendable. So what are we going to do to change things? And what are we going to do a better job? Let's first just get these shards. Okay, how are we doing? Yeah, we're doing well. All right, let's see here. Oh, I got my nice Valentine set up. Happy Valentine's to all the Castle Clashers out there. And I've got my Pixie on base, my Succubus, my, who is that? Oh, my Dove Keeper, my Cupid, my Valentina, and my Candy Cane. I got 5 of the ladies of love in Castle Clash, and Cupid is a male. There was a big debate for a couple of years about whether or not Cupid was a male. Let me show you the reason why I know for certain that Cupid has always been male. Go to skins. Where the heck is the Cupid skin? Let's go to Cupid skin. Okay, let's turn off the Cupid skin. What do I see? I said this in maybe 2014. Okay, I'm not saying I told you so. It just, people would ask me in the first guild I was in, they'd say, what the heck is Cupid? Is Cupid male? Is Cupid female? Is Cupid non-gender? Cupid's a male. And the reason is he's wearing a frock. And look at what he's showing off. He's showing off his nipple. I understand this is a family program. I'm talking about simple physiology here. He's showing off his nipple. If Cupid were female, Castle Clash would have gotten shut down by the FCC, by the Better Business Bureau, by the Parent Foundation, back in 2013 when it debuted. Back when Cupid came out, early 2014, it would have been shut down because of what the skin that Cupid's showing. Cupid's a male, and when he got a Robin Hood skin, the little thief skin, he finally got some clothes. Okay, so yeah, Cupid's a male. I want to make some changes. Who do I want to use? I want to definitely take out Dovekeeper. I want to do a lot more damage. Okay, I have an idea. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go back. I want a lot more speed. I want a lot more damage. We did 637 the first time. Let's see how we do a second time by making some adjustments. Okay, let's leave Mike in there for now. Let's take out PD. Let's use PD. I'm going to put Cupid down here. One of the third of the fourth heroes currently in the game that will buff my whole team. The description is right here. Increases all allied heroes energy by 45, and every one of my heroes gets an attack boost for 6 seconds. Now I have PD. Let's put PD in the center to protect him. Very nice. I was using him in a boss battle, and that's why he's got a scatter. I'll change all that in a minute. Put PD in the center. Okay. Up here in front. Let's move Levanica, and let's have Levanica be up in front as point man, point dragon in this process. Okay, we're gonna have Levanica up there. I like having Anubis. I'm fine with that. I'm not totally sold on Ghoul. Let's take Ghoul out and leave that spot empty for now. I think Rosaline was doing a great job. Down here, Okay, we probably want a healer, and it can be Walla. I don't know about his survivability in terms of what's happening. Let's see who we have. I definitely want to use a gunslinger. For now, I'm going to put her over here on the right-hand side next to Levanica, hoping that it's Levanica who's going to be engaging the enemy directly and not gunslinger. I've now put my weakest hero, Pumpkin Duke, in the center to protect. It used to be gunslinger. Now it's PD. So he serves the priority protection role. And gunslinger is going to have to go to the outside. So I could always use Walla. Sure. I mean, somebody like a Spirita would do a great job. Mahatma would do a ton of damage. Laz is just gonna sit there. He's not a damage per second guy. See what kind of a warden we get. We want a warden on our side. Let's see here. We have a green with Rosaline, a red with Anubis, a green with Levanica, a green with... We're already at green. A green with Gunslinger. A red with PD. Maybe I want to use a red team for the attack and speed boost. And who would I want to take out? I don't want to take out Rosaline. But that's who I'd have to take out. All right, I'm gonna try a whole different method. I'm gonna make a red team for extra damage and extra speed. Wow, somebody like a Trixie Tree would really mess people up. That's a possibility. I mean, Skeletica's auto proc, he's gonna be very helpful. Of course, Walla. I do need a healer. Okay, let's put Walla in. Let's switch his place with Anubis. I should just move the base. Alright, here we go. And we put Anubis in Walla's place. I'm going to try to protect Walla a little bit. Keep him behind Levanica. Okay. So I got 3 reds now. And 2 greens. If I choose another red, I still get a red warden team. If I choose a white, I still get a red warden team. But if I choose another green, I'll get a neutral team, and I'll have no benefit of the warden system whatsoever. So whomever I choose from my 6 hero has to be of the white warden faction or the green warden faction. Or excuse me, of the red warden faction or the white warden faction. Okay, I could use Ghoulam again, but I don't know if he's putting out enough damage. I mean, again, I could use Trixie. Holy smokes. Demo would be pretty cool. Skelly would be pretty cool. Espirita would be great. Mahatma, my gosh, she's a beast. That's tough. Think about this here. Let me look at Espirita's skill description one more time. I know what she does, but I want to see if there's also a debuff of some kind. She's dealing damage to enemy targets. Yeah. No. Alright, let's go back into this game mode. That's the wrong thing. Hey, I'm in rank 1 on the Warden Challenge. I'm not saying I'm in rank 1. I'm saying that at this exact second in time. I'm not saying in 2 seconds from now I'm not going to be rank 5. But at this exact second in time, the sun is shining. Alright, I'm sure there's a dark cloud coming pretty soon. Somebody's going to swoop in there, figure out some kind of strategy, some kind of technique. And if you do, share it. Okay, share it. I put each of my warden videos up there. Say, just take my team. Okay, use this team. Let's go. It's the wrong mode. Where the heck? Oh, I'm down here in the Castle Crisis. Okay, we're already at 40, almost 49% completion in this game mode. Okay, hero base. Who do we want? I'm gonna do damage. You know, just because I like to have fun. Let's try Trixie Treat. I know it's nuts, but my Trixie is so upgraded and so jacked up in terms of her traits and her enchantments and the way I've got her running. She's also got a tremendous amount of survivability. I want to see what she does. I want to see how she does. She's going to be like 4 heroes in one. She's going to throw out 3 pumpkins. All right, now back into the heroes altar to prepare my new 6-person team. I have Trixie Treat. I'm going to run her with Sacred Light. Okay, I put a scatter on her recently, a scatter 9. There is a reason for this. Ever since they introduced Boss 5, the merit boss. And let's say it's been, I don't know, 4 years now. I've always fought that boss, and I've always, it's like a personal challenge that I make. I always want to try to get the highest score in a 3-minute attack. And every couple of months, that score gets a little bit higher as my heroes get stronger and new upgrades are available. And I find that Trixie Treat is an amazing hero to use in that Boss 5 challenge. And I finally just said, you know what, I'll give one of her skill slots to Scatter, which allows me to put maybe like a Sunder on her and stuff. This is a video for a different time. I just want to explain why I have Scatter. So I'm going to use Sacred Light to try to keep her alive. Let's just look first at talents. That will pair with... Do I want to run her with a Sunder? She's going to do extra damage. But is she going to stay alive? That's really the question. Something like a survival, I mean, at least that's going to heal her. Keep her going. I don't think she's auto-proc. Or revive, keep her from dying. At least bring her back. Let's do Sunder. Let's just go all damage this time, okay? And not half it. That last one was sort of all energy. We'll call this one all damage. I'm gonna keep the Sacred Light just to keep her alive, and a Sunder to give her some extra hits in combat. Okay, with PD, I'm going to use Sacred Light to keep him alive. And let's change this up. Let's do Empower so he fills his energy bar in between rounds. Very nice. Okay. Anubis. I'm going to keep him alive with Sacred Light. I don't mind the Empower on him. That's going to be perfectly fine. Gunslinger. Keep her alive with the Sacred Light. I've also put a scatter on Gunslinger. Ah, man, I gotta do this video. I gotta make this video my ultimate Boss 5 video. See how much damage we can cook up. I put a gun. I only ever use Sacred Light Gunslinger. Okay, I run one defensive and one offensive talent. I only use Sacred Light, the defensive talent on Gunslinger. So I thought, you know, what offensive talent? And I consider scatter offensive. I have to be attacking for me to even want to scatter somebody. Okay, so I'm running some kind of offensive mode. And I thought, you know, I use her in Boss 5 every night. And maybe if I run on Scatter 9, I can put a Sunder on her. And I did. So I've got her with Sacred Light and her crest. Let's change this out. Let's put a Sunder on her. Or would maybe one of the hero-specific talents be better? Like a Brawler's Favor. But it's only going to work against Oracle faction heroes, so that's garbage. Okay, I'll keep a Sunder on her. Alright, very nice. Who's next? Walla Walla. Sacred Light to keep him alive. And Empower, so he can keep activating his skill. That's great for him. Levanica. Let's do Unholy Pact. Let's change this out. Let's do Brute Force is going to be great, but only against the big demons. Everybody else gets wiped out pretty quickly, and the big demons have a damage cap. So with an Unholy Pact, I could run a War Gun. How much do I get for this? 75%. What's this? Oh, that's energy. Maybe a Sunder as well, but that's only his direct attack, though. It's this one, 75% damage increase. Bulwark is going to be a 60%. War God's probably going to be my best bet at 90. How much do I get for Unholy Pact? I get 150, but with a 20% damage increase. Let's do this. That would leave me 40 behind. Let's go Sacred Light to keep him alive. And we change this out. And let's do... what's the difference between this and War God? 150, but 20% more damage. 90, but no extra damage. I'll do the Unholy Pact. That's fine. And, anybody else we need to do? Yeah, we had to take Rose out. Okay, all these eggs. I participated in the egg hatch-a-thon yesterday. It was absolutely incredible. When that egg hatch-a-thon comes your way, first of all, you got to be prepared for it, okay? You better have yourself about 80 legendary eggs, because that's about, let me be more specific. I'm going to say I had to hatch about 75 legendary eggs. 7, 14, 20. I had to hatch about 80 legendary eggs in order to reach 24,000 gems spent on hatching eggs. So you better have 80 legendary eggs, or the equivalent to that with greens and blues, because you have to spend, I believe, 24,000 gems hatching eggs. And then at that point, then, you get a ton of free rewards. They showed up in my mailbox immediately after server reset. And you get 25,000 gems. Okay, so not only do you actually earn gems through this process, you get a ton of free rewards. But you have to have the eggs, and you got to be able to have that 24,000 gems sitting there. Okay, so let's go back. We're going to do our pets now, and then we're ready to rock and roll with our last round. I am using Trixie Treat. I want to keep her alive. I'm going to keep her alive with a pet that's always going to be activating, because often her pumpkins are going to be out in front. Okay, I like how Trixie Treat's set up. Now, how about PD? Yep. Let's give him... Let's give him Chickaboo. Nubis. I'm going to change this around a little bit. I'm going to give Anubis that right there. Nice healing pet. Gunslinger. Let's change this. She's not somebody I want to directly engage the enemy in combat. Oops, sorry. Let's try the Phoenix slowdown. Alright, how about Walla? You know what? Even better. Let's put Bublo on her, and on Walla we'll put the Phoenix slow. And I believe that just leaves lava. Let's take this off. We're going to put that on Walla. They're on lava. Here we go. There we are. Now, what pets are we not using? We got, we're using Mini Angie, Chickaboom, Rudolph, Phoenix, and Bublo. I like it. I like it. I think that's good. Let's go to the game mode itself. Go back in here. We're already over 50%. You see how quickly this thing finishes off. Okay, let's adjust our team. Make sure that we have everybody where they want them to be. We start with Walla. Empower Walla with a Phoenix and a Sacred Light. Anubis, Empower. Rudolph, Sacred Light. Yep. Nice healing pet on him. Nice damage activation pet. Yeah. Make sure I do this. I'm going to make one adjustment. I'm going to change the insignia on Levanica. When I try out different things, I like to try to have some uniformity in my decision making, because it allows me to have a good control, control test in the experiment. I'm running all sunders on the guys that need it. Let's run a sunder on Levanica as well. It's good. All right, I think we're good. Let's go through it. Mr. Krabs is still up there in, I'm in 605th place. I got 637 million, and it puts me in 600th place. Gives you some idea of how people do on this game mode. Okay, Mr. Krabs is still up there at 705. Let's give her a try. Got our team. Yes. Yep. Let's challenge. Yeah, I got Cupid down there. Let's move Cupid down one more notch. And that looks about right. Okay. Let's do it. Wave 1. Wave 2. Let's run 2 times speed just till we get to like wave 5. Okay, wave 3 defeated. Wave 4 is coming. And there we go. Going into wave 5. Wave 5 demon defeated. Go 2 times speed until we get to the next demon battle. Rolling into wave 9. And here comes wave 10. Go down to regular speed. See how we do on this damage cap demon in terms of our ability to go a little bit faster. You see, Pumpkin Duke is functioning. I see the celebrate icon going off above the heroes' heads, and I'm using Red Warden, providing a damage increase as well as a speed increase to my heroes who are of that Brawler faction, the Red Warden faction. And 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6 of my heroes are red. Okay, come on. Well, those Dread Drake cannons really do quite a job against you. It's pretty brutal. Okay, here we go. Demon Wave. Wave 15. See, the Pumpkies, Trixie Treats' Pumpkies are out in front. They're the ones doing the real hits on this demon. And I'm running in power only on 2 heroes. The 2 auto proc heroes that are able to globally affect the bad guys and globally affect the good guys. Anubis is going to do damage to everybody on the board every time he auto-procs. He is going to also give them a big attack decrease, make them weaker. Walla's going to slow everybody down, and in addition, he's going to be constantly pumping out heals to my team. Everybody else I set for damage. Coming up on the big boss wave. You notice how the waves are not stacking one after the next. It was that restaurant analogy I gave, like one customer coming in after the next, and you start to get overwhelmed. I'm taking out the waves as they come and being able to pretty much deal with the demon as he arrives. I still have 8 seconds. The other wave just got wiped out. I'm going to take this demon out in just a second. And by the time the next wave comes, boom, I'm ready. Wave 22. Did my Pumpkin Duke die? No, he's still alive. He's there. I think my Gunslinger died. Yeah, that's who died. PD, don't run out in front, man. I need you that last wave. Okay, last 2 waves. Wave 24 is coming in. We want to try to take them out really quickly so we can put all of our concentration and attention on this last wave. Come on, I need you to stack, PD. All right, great. He's got the Celebrate going. $656. All right, respectable. We added about 20 million damage. 19 something. We've added about 20 million damage to our score. And you know what? I gotta wait another 10 days to do this. It's silly. And I'm one of the lucky ones who got up early. Well, it depends on your location. I'm one of the lucky ones who was able to log in close enough to server reset time to even be able to enjoy this game mode. So 656, nah, it's not terrible. What went right and what went wrong? Okay, let's start with what went wrong. Gunslinger got herself killed. I think it might be better to take out Gunny and to put in Mahatma. put in Mahatma with a nice maybe life drain insignia and maybe a zealous drive or even a brute force to really be able to cook up some heavy hitting machine gun like damage. Gunslinger, when folks are right up in her face like that, she just gets killed. I mean, even PD survived, but he was in the center being protected. I could also do, and I can't access the game mode anymore, I could also do a little bit different kind of base style, where I lay 2 hero bases at the top, my 2 big guys at the top, 2 in the center, maybe make that PD and Gunslinger, or the other weak hero I choose to replace Gunslinger with, and then at the bottom you have 2 heavy hitting tanks who can take the damage. So that's something I would change. What went well, the Empower on Anubis, the Empower on Walla Walla, putting Pumpkin Duke in there. Maybe even somebody like Michael, maybe doing Pumpkin Duke and Michael, freeing up that slot, replacing Gunslinger with a Mike. He has a great survivability. The Warden Challenge is showing us that. So there's a lot of different things to do. The Ember Army is now closed, unfortunately, and we are at 656. When it resets, I'm a 96th place. Okay, with that score, I got near top 100, but by the time everybody else gets done, I'll probably be around 200 or something. That's fine. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to be able to do more of these Ember Armies as they come along. I love these kinds of HBM-style game modes. Unfortunately, they don't give us many opportunities to actually enjoy them as a community. Too few get an opportunity to actually do the game mode, and too many are stuck there donating gold for 7 days. Something that needs to be adjusted. You have a great afternoon. I'll see you with a couple more videos, I hope, over the next few days, and enjoy a wonderful post-Valentine's Day. All right, bye-bye.